Welcome to Marketing in Your Car, the podcast for funnel hackers everywhere. You are now part of a small group of underground entrepreneurs who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we believe in. But because we don't rely on venture capitalists, we don't have financial safety nets. So we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We do that through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. Now, this podcast will give you a glimpse at the daily life of a funnel hacker. So let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. Welcome to Marketing Your Car. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I am so tired. I was up till 3 last night editing the book. It's the final edit, and guess what? It is finally getting really close. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of it. So I'm just excited right now. But yeah, I was up till 3 o'clock editing, and I woke up super early today because we got Funnel Friday starting in 11 minutes. So I'm racing to the office to go. I'll probably be late, but you know, that's kind of like working on Russell Brunson time. You're gonna be a little late sometimes. So, anyway, it's funny like how much, I don't think pain's the right word, but like how hard it is for me to like get into the book writing and editing process. Cause I think like this is like the final edit. So everything that I leave there is gonna be in print, in a book, in a physical book for forever. And it's never gonna go away. So it's like, it's so final. It seems like the .com Secrets book is probably like 10 little things I want to change now that I can't because it's final. And so it's just like you can't, it's final and that's it. So kind of stresses me out, but what can you do, right? So it was been good though. I started finally going through. I got about 50 pages of the 250 pages or so finished. So I'm hoping next day or so I'll be done, and then this thing we can send off to the publisher and get the formatting done and turn it into a book. So that's exciting. It's funny, I was like Snapchatting me procrastinating last night. I was showing people stuff, and you know, I have my little doodle drawings, which is kind of like a cool thing, I think. And I feel like, you know, most people in our community think it's cool. But anyway, someone Snapchatted me back and like, those drawings are cute, but they're really childish and unprofessional or something like that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, people are amazing. Why would you tell someone that? Anyway, I wish I knew who someone was on Snapchat so I could tell them off, but I'm too nice of a guy, so I won't, even though I want to. But all right, so what I want to share with you. So I was writing the back cover of the book last night. And that's a hard thing to do too, because it's like some people, that's all they're ever going to read. So it's like, what do you say and how do you say it? And I probably rewrote like 10 times. That probably took about 2 hours just to write that and get it. And it's interesting is like when I did finally write it, I was kind of nervous because it's like, I don't know, it's almost like, it almost goes a little deeper than, I don't know. But I think it's how I feel about this book. And it's also how I feel about my mission, like at ClickFunnels. I'm trying to think which part I should tell you now. So like, sorry. Actually, I'll rewind. So it's interesting. Liz Tennyson, who's now helping run the funnel hacker community and certification and programs, stuff like that. She's awesome. She came to our house and she was filming a testimonial last week. And when we were filming it, I was asking her story about how she became an entrepreneur, and she told the story about when she first joined Mary Kay, and the founder Mary Kay, before she passed away, I guess she had a chance to hear her speak, and when she heard her speak, she was talking about like how Mary Kay for her was this, like, it was more than just like a job or a business. It was like a spiritual thing. And she said, you know, a lot of times we can't get into people's houses with the Bible or with God, and so this is another way we can do it. We get into their house and we try to help and serve them through makeup. And when Liz was telling me that, she got all emotional, and I started getting emotional. And I was like, dang, like that's such a cool thing, because you know, in a perfect world, all of us, like, the way we'd serve each other is by bringing God and bringing things into people's lives. But you know, it's hard in today's day and age. Like, people don't want that. People fight against it. So it's like, well, how else can we serve these people? How can we get them to where they need to be? And it's through, you know, other avenues we have to serve. And so for me, like, and I think my entire team, we always talk about like ClickFunnels is more than just like a business or a product. Like, it's a spiritual thing. Like, we're giving people the ability to share their message and to grow and to help and to serve as well. And like, for me, it's bigger than a business, which I think is why I'm so passionate about it. I think it's why we've had so much success with it. So anyway, the reason why I told you that is because as I was writing this book, you know, I was realizing that someone who's going to read this book, Expert Secrets, like, they're typically not at the beginning of their journey. Like, most of them, and I'm gonna say most of them, most of us, most of you, like all of us, right? Like the time that you pick up this journey is not like you're doing nothing else. You're like, hey, I want to become an expert. Like usually it's because some experience happened in your life that made you want more, right? And so because of that, you started reading and studying and learning, and then after you learn things, you got excited, so you experimented and you tried it, and some things worked, some things didn't work, and then you start making your own experiments. And it can be in any avenue of life, right? Like some of you guys, it was in fitness. Some of you guys, it was in relationships. Some of you guys, it's in wealth or money or finance or marketing, or like all of us have different things, but something that happened, some experience that made you go deep on the topic. And what happens is that we'll typically go through a period of our life which is like extreme growth, right? Where we're just learning and like and you become better and better at this thing, and you're growing. Same thing when I started wrestling. Like I started wrestling, and I started getting excited by it. Then I started geeking out, and we started learning and growing. And it was this phase of my life went through extreme growth. But then there comes this point where like you can't grow by learning more. Like you just keep learning and learning and learning. Eventually, it's like, okay, like me learning more marketing tactics I'm not growing anymore. Like you start to plateau. And when you hit that plateau point, I don't think there's any way you can grow by continuing to grow. Like it's impossible. And the only way to continue to grow is to transition from this growth into contribution. Like how do we share this growth with other people? And as you start helping them and sharing with them, and you see them grow, that's how you start to grow again. Like your growth becomes dependent upon the growth that other people have. Does that make sense? And so it's this interesting transition point. And the back of the books are basically like, you pick up this book, you're probably halfway through your journey. You've probably gone through that. You're growing and you're stuck. And the only way for you to really progress is to help other people become like you, to get to the spot that you're at right now. And I just think that it's fascinating. Look at other things around me that's true in, right? Like, an industry that I joke about a lot, but the serious is network marketing. Network marketing, you can make money, but you plateau quickly. Like the only way you can really grow is by helping those below you grow. Like that's how you get this leverage and growth and make, the insane amounts of money that some people do in network marketing. You think about your kids, right? Like half of your life is this growth phase where you're selfish and you're, most of us, we go through this phase of life where we're kind of selfish and it's like all about us. And then you find a spouse, and then it's all about you guys together. And then you get married, hopefully, and then you have kids. And suddenly, when you have your first kid, it transitions to like, okay, you've gone through this testing ground. Like the only way for you to progress now is to help these little people progress. And that's how you start to grow, and that's how you become the next level of who you're supposed to become. And business for me is like that. It's like having kids. It's like it gives you the ability then to continue to grow. And from a spiritual standpoint, I don't know how deep I should get in these kind of conversations through a marketing podcast, but in a spiritual sense, I think that's how God grows. It's through the perfection and us as children becoming more and growing and serving each other, and it's this just such a cool cycle when you look at it from that standpoint. So anyway, without getting emotional or too much probably further than I'm supposed to on something like this, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because I think that what you and what I and what all of us are doing matters, and it matters a lot, because it gives you the ability to affect other people's lives. And so like this mission you've been on to grow and develop, like the only way for you to continue that progress is by the transition where now you're becoming an expert. You're helping other people. You're serving them and bringing them up to your level. And when you do that, that's where true fulfillment and happiness is in. So I think it's pretty cool. So there's my message for today. With that said, I'm going to be late for Funnel Fridays. It's starting in 2 minutes, and I'm probably 5 minutes out. But that's what happens when you pull all-nighters trying to change the world. So anyway, guys, with that said, appreciate you all. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast or any of the Marketing Your Car podcasts, please go to iTunes and rate and review. That'd be sweet. Share it with people. Right now we've got a contest that's happening for any of the MP3 players you give away at marketingyourcar.com. We're giving a $20 bounty, so you get $20 for a free MP3 player you're giving away, but it only lasts next 10 days or so. So if you want to participate in that, go to marketingyourcar.com and tell the world about this podcast, and we'll pay you for it. So it's kind of fun. All right, guys, thanks so much for everything, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at our funnel hacking projects. You can also watch the Funnel Hacker online reality show and watch us build and launch funnels live at www.funnelhacker.tv. If you'd like to come hang out with your fellow funnel hackers, come join our Facebook group at www.projectclickfunnels.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you can get a free MP3 player with the first 257 episodes preloaded at marketinginyourcar.com. Join us next time, and remember, you're just one funnel away from your dreams.